am very emotional to say this is the very last episode of the Real Estate Mindset. This will be the last recording that I do. The very first thing I want to say is thank you. If you're listening, if you have ever listened, thank you so much for spending your time listening to me and all the wonderful guests. Really couldn't say thank you enough. I mean, show's not possible. I guess it is. So I could just air it and no one hears. But it's so fun to hear feedback and thoughts and relate with people and all those things. So really from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening. Thanks for being here. I want to say thanks to the guests. Every single guest I had, there wasn't a guest in every episode, but I would guess 165 people I talked to and got to pick their brain. And how cool is that, right? I've always said it's a little bit of a selfish endeavor. Sure, we like to put out good content, but it's cool that I would get an hour of lots of people's time who I wanted to learn from. So really, really grateful for every guest that's been on the show. And then thankful to everyone involved, right? So Ben has been an amazing co-host at times. We had Shane and John on the show. And then really, again, all of the guests that were there, some repeats, some people I learned from, some people I got to go on their show. So just truly, truly cool to be part of that. And then, yeah, thanks to my wife, right? Like she was always there. Early on, I had to do this all in the evenings because I had my job. So she was always willing to allow me to do things like this in the evening as I got started. I was working pretty long hours to start Wild Oak Capital. And along with that came other endeavors like a meetup and podcast and things that are enjoyable, but take away time from my family. And it wasn't until I was able to quit my engineering job that I could now do this. I'm recording this in the middle of the day. But she's been incredibly supportive.